Look at this. Looks pretty easy, right? We know how to add and multiply. You could just start out 3 plus 10 times 2. Bada boom, bada bang. There we go. Not so fast. I wouldn't be making this video just to show you how to add and multiply. You know that. So here's the thing. Watch. If we did this a different way, if we had decided we were going to do this multiplication first, 10 times 2 is 20, plus 3, 23. So the fact that you could do this in different orders and get different answers, mathematicians said, yikes, that's not good, right? Because what if we're dealing with money and one person does their math like this, and they get 26 bucks, and the other person does their math like this, and they get 23? That wouldn't be fair. So mathematicians said, okay, let's make some rules. So here are the rules. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's what those letters stand for. Maybe you've heard that before. But we could also just remember parentheses. Here we go, parentheses, parentheses. Exponents, the E, multiplication, then and division, not then, and division. We'll talk about that in a second because it goes from left to right, and we'll see why in a second. And then addition and subtraction. Okay, if we follow these rules, we can solve any crazy looking problem. So it could be as crazy as a problem, as we're going to look at in a minute, as crazy as this right here. And we can do it because we'll just follow the order. Okay, so let's start with a little bit of an easier one, this one up here. So if we are practicing PEMDAS, we start with these parentheses. Parentheses. Do we see any parentheses? Nope, so we're good there. All right, exponents. Do we see any exponents in this equation? Nope, we're good there. No exponents. We're good on that step. Now we're here, multiplication and division. So it says multiply and divide. So would I start here? Do I go 2 times 17 is 34, and then 24 divided by 34? No. Here's again the tricks. So look at the keywords here, left to right. This is actually multiply and divide. It's not then divide, and that's the reason they're next to each other. It doesn't say M and then D is down here. They're next to each other. And that's because it can go in either order. All right, so let's do this the right way. Let's get rid of this wrong way and do it the right way. We're going to go left to right. Division and multiplication, it doesn't matter which one. So we're going to go left to right. So negative 24, remember that negative sign's attached to the 24, divided by 2 is going to be negative 12. Then we're going to multiply it by the 17. Okay? And so now we're going to have negative 12 times 17. Pretend I'm doing it on the calculator. I already did it before because I don't know that off the top of my head. This is going to be negative 204. Negative 204. 7 minus 204, or plus negative 204. That's the same thing. It's going to be negative 197. There we go. So there's one. We did it. Multiplication and addition, subtraction. The same rule is going to apply. It's going to go, doesn't matter, subtraction or addition, going to go left to right, whichever one happens first. All right, this one's looking crazier. Let's try it. So we're going to start with the parentheses, okay? So here we go, we've got parentheses. Well, we've got 2 sets of parentheses here. So let's start with the outside ones. So we're going to start with these outside parentheses. And once we're within the parentheses, we're actually going to start the rules all over again. So it's going to go back to the top. We're going to say, okay, are there more parentheses? Yep, there are. So we're going to do that first. So now we're going to do the parentheses again. 13 minus 4 is 9. Then we're going to do the exponents. We've got an exponent in here. So I'm not going to, I have to do plus 3 squared, 3 times 3. Remember, 3 is not 3 times 2. It's 3 times itself twice. So that's a 9. So then I do what's in, remember those parentheses are still there. So I'm going to do that first. 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 18, 36. We just did that crazy problem following our rules. Just use the rules. Use that chart.